Back here at home, the controversy of segregated buses has set off a larger debate about the position of women in Israeli society. IBA's Eli Wogelander visited the prestigious Hartman Institute.
This issue is part of a larger question that has to do with the question of the place of women in the Israeli public sphere. First of all, we have to know that Egged is a public company. I mean, the question whether women can sit in the back of the bus is not an issue if you have your own private company. Do whatever you want. There are limits, legal limits there too, of course. But once we're talking about public sphere, it means that we have to ask ourselves what is the Israeli public sphere is going to look like. I think we share the Israeli society share the assumption that it's going to be a mixed society where men and women are equal and can have equal opportunities in the public sphere, in an institution.
It's not just the issue of the buses. They also object, for example, to the use of women in advertising, which they see as objectifying women. Don't you have a problem with that as well?
As a religious feminist, I can understand how disgusting is the advertisement that objectifies women. And at the same time, I feel very troubled when women are not seen in the public sphere in the advertisement. I think that the secular people who feel that women are only should be seen as objects, and the ultra-Orthodox who are taking out women from the public sphere share the same views. And the challenge is to bring women into the public sphere and at the same time respect them as human beings who have something to say, who have an impact, who can take part in every activity that will make the Israeli society better than it is now.
So this is a kind of strange bedfellows. You and the ultra-Orthodox line up on the same side. You both object to women being used as sex objects in advertising.
I think that both the liberal secular use women as sexual objects in the public sphere, and the same view is in the Haredi world, where they fear from the women because they see them only as a sexual object. Once we understand or internalize the fact that women are human beings and they should be part of the public sphere as human beings, that's where we can start thinking about the way to present ourselves there, and not to be afraid of what their sexual appearance will do to men secular as ultra-Orthodox.
That sounds good in principle, but how do you change the mindset of the ultra-Orthodox, which thinks a certain way and is not likely to change their thinking?
Every change starts from very small steps. I started the campaign of Adi, the organ donation campaign in Jerusalem, where only men were seen on the cards, only faces of men seen on the cards. Once you take good examples of places that women are seen as a person and not as a sexual object. It's not something about fashion. It's something about values and about life and about fear of death and about a universal idea. That's where you should start, and that's where change starts.